a rematch. It's on him.
Putting amateurs together, so I knew Lamont was serious. He was coming in there to fight, but he did a lot better than I thought he would, and I thought he won the fight personally.
Gervonta Davis has finally spoken out about signing the contract for a rematch with Lamont Roach. He admitted that he wasn't fully focused in their last fight and took some blame for his performance. Davis said he could have done things differently and promised to prove himself in the rematch, which is happening soon. His comments show he knows his mistakes and wants to fix them. Now that the fight is confirmed, he has a chance to redeem himself and shut down his critics. Both fighters are getting ready to settle the controversy, making this one of the most highly anticipated rematches in recent boxing history.
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up, and I could have definitely did more.
Devin Haney, a well-respected boxer, shared his thoughts on Lamont Roach's performance. He said he has known Roach since they were kids and praised him for his effort in the fight. Haney also said he personally believed Roach did enough to win. His support gives more weight to Roach's claim of victory and adds to the debate about the fight's outcome.
And finally, I wanted to get your thoughts on the Gervonta Tank Davis situation. What was your assessment on his fight against Lamont Roach, and what are your thoughts on the knockdown that wasn't called in round 9?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good fight overall. Lamont, I always knew Lamont was, he wasn't coming to lay down. I've been knowing Lamont since we was kids, so we came up in amateurs together. So I knew Lamont was serious. He was coming in there to fight, but he did a lot better than I thought he would, and I thought he won the fight personally. Yeah, the no knockdown, that was like unheard of. It was the first time I've ever seen it with my own two eyes, and yeah.
Yeah, you were, you've made some comments. I wanted to see the backflip, and I'm surprised Tank didn't say nothing back to you about that.
Hey, I was just speaking my opinion on it.
Speculation about a rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach is growing, with reports suggesting the fight could happen in June. Since their first fight was controversial, Davis is under pressure to prove himself and silence critics who think Roach should have won. Rumors are swirling about the rematch.
Rumors are swirling that Gervonta Davis could be back in the ring around June to rematch Lamont Roach. Hopefully there's some truth to that, because Tank needs to redeem himself immediately.
The rematch is likely to happen because both Davis and Roach have something to prove. Their first fight was controversial, leaving fans split on the result. A second fight would give them a chance to settle the debate once and for all.
The reason why I say this fight needs to happen again, because both fighters have something to prove. I just saw a tweet from Gervonta Tank Davis saying that he was going to activate the rematch. Is it going to happen? I don't know. Would I like to see this fight happen? Yes, I would like to see a fight happen again, because I think that the next fight is going to be a whole lot better. And I think the next fight is going to end with somebody being on the canvas, in my opinion. But I think that Lamont Roach, I want to give a shout out to Lamont Roach for putting up such a amazing performance. We never seen anyone stand there toe to toe with Gervonta Tank Davis. We never seen anyone there throwing punches, power punches, at Tank Davis and not being knocked out. And I also want to commend Tank, because Tank didn't have to take this fight.
Julian Gonzalez, another fighter, believes Lamont Roach will win if there is a rematch. He said both fighters will come prepared, fixing their mistakes from the first fight to perform better. Gonzalez's confidence in Roach suggests the challenger has a strong chance of winning.
Who do you feel like wins the rematch?
Who wins the rematch?
Yeah.
They're both gonna come ready again. See, the first one was a tough one too. I had Lamont pulling off, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, smudge. Like, I wasn't mad at the draw. I'm gonna rock with Lamont though.
Think Lamont takes it?
It's hard.
Close,
because Lamont surprised me a lot, So yeah, I'm gonna say Lamont, man.
One of Lamont Roach's sparring partners was frustrated with the fight's outcome, claiming Roach actually won but was robbed because of Davis's influence in boxing. He suggested that the judges may have been biased, favoring Davis's power and status instead of scoring the fight fairly.
Shout out to my man Lamont.
All right, so you sparred Lamont Roach in preparation for his bout with Gervonta Davis. First, what did you think of the fight?
What did I think of the fight? It's a little different for me because it's definitely a point of bias there.
Wait, let me put out a disclaimer. He's from Baltimore.
Definitely, I mean, East Baltimore all day, but I'm looking at it from a point of bias because his dad, you know, Ben Johnson Sr. and all them guys that was down there, the coaches Tim and everything like that, they all good people. So I got to know them on a more personal level. And then I get to see like how hard a world champion works, and not only that, to see how he treated his people. So I was going for him just off of personality alone, but everything else he made me believe in Kent for real, because me and him like have similar personalities. You know what I mean, as far as the ring, you know what I mean. So everything we was ready for, like the talking shit and everything like that, because that was coming from me. You know what I'm saying, me and Lamont. So everything was just everything for real. I think he should have won too. You know what I'm saying. But actually, when I was there, I thought they actually was gonna like rob. You know what I mean, but. You can't, you know what I mean, you can't deceive the people that's there for what they saying for real.
So you felt like he should have got the nod in the decision?
Especially with all the other controversy too. It should have been overturned, but we know how boxing works, but nah, I mean, we running it back for a reason, you know what I'm saying?
Gervonta Davis's trainer praised Roach's skills and said their game plan for the fight was well thought out. He suggested that if there's a rematch, they wouldn't change much, just make small adjustments to ensure a clearer win for Davis.
Surprised by Roach and Tank. What do you think the biggest surprise was in the fight?
It wasn't a surprise because we know Roach. It wasn't a surprise. Mm-hmm. Roach can fight. A lot of people think because a person is not popular that they don't exist. There's fighters out there that can rumble. They just got to get the opportunity, you know?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of rematches, Jalil Hackett is getting his opportunity again to fight the guy that he had a controversial loss to. It'll be happening in Florida, I think, next week?
March 15th, I think.
Let's talk about
I'm rocking a major shirt now.
Age.
Canelo Alvarez shared his thoughts on the controversy over Davis taking a knee during the fight. He said that in some cases, a fighter who willingly takes a knee can be disqualified. His comments add to the debate about whether the referee made the right call.
Did Gervonta Davis take a knee, and should he have been deducted a point and in the end lost that fight to Roach, in your opinion?
Yeah, in my opinion, if it was a draw, he take a knee. And plus the corner go up and put it a towel in the face, that's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
Many fans have mocked Gervonta Davis for saying his greasy hair caused him to take a knee during the fight. Critics see this as a weak excuse, arguing that a true champion wouldn't rely on such justifications. This controversy has only made the demand for a rematch even stronger.
You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? That is it. Lamont, please say that in the second fight. Any questions? You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Like, you got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Like, hey, bruh, be on that.
Because here's the thing. He never hurt Roach. Roach just waited. And Roach was squared up and turned sideways. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't think he had that. He was like, I'm like, oh my. And then he just sitting there like, you can't. I know what you're going to do because I've trained with you since we were kids. Tarver beat Roy, but he knew Roy since amateurs. Roy said he never liked fighting sparring partners because they know you so well. I should have listened to Roach.
Commentator Joe Rogan has insisted that a rematch between Davis and Roach needs to happen. He argued that Davis can't ignore the controversy and that boxing fans deserve a fair and decisive conclusion to the rivalry.
Everybody saw it. You can't get around what everybody saw. Look, it wasn't a legit knockdown like he hurt Tank. Tank did have some shit in his eyes, but what are you doing putting shit in your hair when you have a world title fight? That's crazy.
And no one want to hear about it in the middle of a fight. That no one cares. If a fly by, drop the ball, bro. Right. Drop the damn ball. We don't care if a fly flew by your helmet or your eyes.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about
that. You can't be a championship fighter and taking a knee and putting on those type of performances.
Also, what are they putting in his hair? That when he's sweating, it is dripping into his eyes. Like, what is that shit?
Yeah.
Bro, shave your head.
Weird, right? Yeah, exactly.
Shave your fucking head. Who cares?
Like, don't be pretty boy. You better go get this fight.
Get those fucking braids out of there.
Yeah.
You don't need those.
With the controversy heating up and both fighters eager to prove themselves, the rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach is shaping up to be a must-watch event. Will Davis silence his critics, or will Roach get the victory he believes he deserves? Only time will tell. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on this exciting rematch and all the latest in boxing. Boxing Glove Fire.